Well, welcome to another super helpful video from the Goat Shed. Today we carry on our series Spanky Goes to the USA, and we're currently in Rockford in Illinois on a farm. Now it's very cold here this morning. It's 4 degrees Celsius, which is about 39 degrees Fahrenheit. So here we come. We've got our friend's farm here. There's Craig walking up to the machine shop to get something out. Here's our rental car all the way from the sunshine state of Florida. Now, it wouldn't have liked it too much here overnight because it was quite cold. There's a tractor up the back, but let's go into the games room. Now please people, don't forget to give us the big thumbs up on our videos, and please could we ask you to subscribe to our channel to keep us motivated for doing these cool videos for you. Up we come, we'll open the door and in we go. Now this room's fully air conditioned, heated. It needs to be, believe me. And here we have a lovely collection of machines. So here we have a cowpoke. Now we had to do a bit of work on this yesterday. We're staying here for free, so it's only right that we fix a few of the guys' machines for him. We had to do some work on the pop bumper spoon, replace a couple of parts there out of the pop bumper body and the spring, and it was jamming up, and the cause of the jamming up of the skirt was that you know, those little bits of plastic they put under there, under the bumpers. That was mainly the problem, but we'll replace some parts while we're at it. Here's Crosstown here. Going to do a little bit of work on that this morning. Not much wrong with that. And here's a sing-along. We'll light that up. There it is. Good old sing-along. Nice game. Let's play without using any flippers. See how many points we can score. Not many, I bet. There you go. She's drained. Here's a mini pool. I managed to roll that yesterday, and then the owner, Bob, he came at me with that score. He nearly got there. There's Nippet. We have a few solid state games here. Strikes and spares. And a Flash Gordon. A Panthera, is it? Panthera? And what's up the back? A Dragon. There's a lovely Gottlieb sign. And let me show you something. How's that? I was gifted one of those shirts. That was really nice of the person to do that for me. And one for Graham and one for Marco Rossignoli. Here's the guy's workbench. I was sitting there just moments ago repairing a stepper. We have a couple of other machines over here. Here's a boomerang by Bally. We've actually, Graham and I fixed one of those. And what have we got over there? A twister. This guy, he's into music, so here's his drum kit. Got all sorts of wonderful things here, amplifiers and goodness knows what else. Guitars. Have our own mini concert here. That'll make up for us not going to Aerosmith the other day. All this pedals on the floor. God, I don't know what they control. I have absolutely no idea. There's a nice looking guitar. We have a jukebox over in the corner. That's a CD one. That actually works. We've been playing music on that. And here we have the effervescent Target Alpha. It's in the to-do queue. We have, there's the head box for it. Look, we've got a teddy bear machine here. Oh gee, you can see me in the background. A couple of video games. Sports Shooting USA. Donkey Kong. Well, everyone knows what Donkey Kong is. Now we'll move into another room. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. And what most important, look at this. There it is. The Goat Shed's been everywhere. And game room. Now let's go out here. What have we got? We've got a machine with a pretty bad back glass on it. Stampede, yeah, wow. There's a ballyhoo. Got a few bits and pieces on. There's a Klondike over there with another machine's motorboard on it. Now this is a setup. We've been doing a bit of work on this. This is the adder ball of 7-Up. So what the main problem with this is a faulty ball count unit. So we're just in the middle of, we've just gone out to get a Scotch-Brite pad to clean this up. We've serviced the entire ball count mech. Now we've already made a video on belly ball count. So if you want to look back through our video library, you'll find how to do that. This one was seizing on the reverse stroke. So instead of going back to starting, I think these start at ball 5, it was only going to about ball 3 or something. We're going to do the match unit, the 0 to 9 unit. If our good friend Ronnie's listening, that's the 0 to 9 unit, Ronnie. And this is the adder ball unit, I think, this one here. So we'll do a bit of work on that. We have a rather bright light there, we'll just try and avoid. There's a Skylab, a Space Odyssey, a Laser Q. Oh, a Black Knight. I think that's a fairly popular game, isn't it? Oh goodness, what do we got up here? It's Halloween soon. We've got probably stuff out for that. Some sort of Total Carnage. Got a lot of arcade type games here. Now this room we're in, it's all fully insulated and air conditioned and... Oh, what do we got here? There's the back box out of either Magnetron or Duotron. You can tell by the artwork on the side. Let's see what we can find. Here's a Gottlieb Gold Wings in pieces getting fixed up. Electronamo. Oh yes. Good friend Tony Paglino has one of those. Here's a Meteor. So he's got a mix of both solid state and electromechanical. Ah, here it is here. We have a Duotron. It's Duotron, this one. Let's get that out of the road. Duotron. One of my earlier pinball machines was a Magnetron. Yeah, it's not a bad game, but it gets a bit boring after a while. There's a Countdown by Gottlieb. And here you go, we've even got a wood rail with a whole bunch of stuff on it. It's an Exhibit Samba. Really nice back glass on that. Really, really nice. That looks pretty good. There's a slot machine there in the corner. Oh. And another thing from Halloween, by the look of it. So getting back to this setup, everyone knows that they've got a carryover feature with the skiers going up the slope. You can just see them in the background, the faded skiers. You've got to get the skiers up the slope, and you can set it for, well, it won't be replays on this because there's no replay window, but it's adder ball. Most people know that watch us. We really didn't have adder ball games in Australia, so we're not really used to them, but I was playing target pool yesterday and I ended up with 10 balls, and I just turned it off. I just got tired of playing it. I like to play for replays, but you know, I understand people grew up with these, and depending on the state in America they lived, you know, they were illegal replay games. Oh, there's a nice Bally sign on the top of that. I missed that the first time. Look at that. On the top of Ballyhoo. That's quite good. Really, really nice. So, yeah, so just getting back to this, as I say, with 7-Up. Well, sorry about the bright light in your eyes. Once we put this back together or start the game has been gone through. And I think just a matter of the step is a bit seized up and everything like that. Both springs here were okay. The torsion spring, which is this spring here, the big wound spring, that was okay. If you get a torsion spring on a Williams or any machine with a torsion spring and you've got to wind it more than 4 times, you know, it's possible the spring's, you know, bad and you need to replace it. Williams particularly, if you overwind them, it'll have trouble driving forward because the friction against these springs here, or the force, probably the better word, becomes too excessive. And it's very, very important to clean these with a Scotch-Brite pad. I sent Craig out for a Scotch-Brite pad about 10 minutes ago. I don't know where he's gone, but we'll clean that with a Scotch-Brite pad. And these two get a lot of friction on them, so it's important to put some PBR grease, or I know people use that super lube grease, but in the goat shed we use PBR grease, so we don't have any problem with it. If super lube's your thing, go for it. Like I said, the match unit here is struggling to drive. You watch. See, I've got to pull the plunger down manually to even make that work. So that's no good. We'll fix that up. Actually, I think really there's a lot of rivets on that. So we'll take that plate off and clean it and have a look at the mechanism at the back. It doesn't look too bad. The main problem you get with these is this pivot point here, and the drive pull gets sticky, and the index arm here, that one. But that feels fine. But really, to check that index arm, you need to take the spring tension off it, like that, and just operate it manually. Sorry about that. I couldn't bring my gimbal with me. Now that's moving perfectly fine. The one on this unit down here, the ball count unit here, it was bad. So we had to take that all apart and clean it. We only had isopropyl to clean that with here, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll turn it on. And when we turned it on yesterday, it only went to ball 3, not ball 5. So hopefully that'll be good to go. So just in case you were wondering, there's Spanky. He's just got in from breakfast. He slept in today. So he's inspecting our work now, and he's sort of given it the thumbs up so far, which is good. Notice this is one of those little single chime boxes that Williams knew. Often they were in the back box, located down around here. But this one's in the, or not in the cabinet, I should say. This one's in the back box. And there we have our scoring relays here, and our reset relay. One of those is a reset relay generally. And isn't it cool how they used to use these rotary switches to change things around, you know, set that up. That one says add a ball, extended play and novelty. This one is set for add a ball. And then we have the scoring plug adjustments. Good score reels, Williams. Really nice to work on. Direct drive. Fabulous. So, all in all, we hope you enjoyed this presentation from our friend's home. We're so happy to be here. We feel somewhat privileged to be able to be here. We're going to be here a couple more days. Then we're off to Chicago, to Expo. And don't forget to look out for us there. I'll be wearing a Goat Shed shirt. Not this one that says Gottlieb. And I look forward to meeting as many people as possible. We had a wonderful, wonderful time Pennsylvania, in York. Met a lot of fabulous people, and I'm sure we're going to meet a lot more. So once again, thanks for watching our video, and please, we implore you, don't forget to subscribe to our... Spanky will be very, very happy. And this has been another Goat Shed presentation.